choice to play the game.
I know you like that
choice
Japanese text.
Yeah, it's a necessity. But looks like we are off. Run
Here we
is
go.
about to start. Again, just a reminder, this is not a four-way race. These are, in fact, two separate 1v1s that just happen to be at the same time on the same channel, so that you don't miss out on all the action. We have top left versus top right, Elminster versus Traviktox, and bottom left versus bottom right, BFrobber versus Behemoth87. I think we actually have, I think this is honestly pretty cool. We have 4 runners from 4 different nations. We have Canada, we have the US, we have England, and we have Germany here. So showing off how international the speedrunning community is.
Absolutely.
So any guesses on any sick stairs times, Tracy?
Well, let's see if anybody can get a 45. That'd be pretty cool.
I think we're gonna have at least one mid to high 46. That's my guess. We have a 44, a 45, a 45, and a 45. All right, you were right.
I got my 45. Excellent.
Look at this beautiful planet Zebes there in the sky. I love this intro. Four screens, just all this beautiful planet in the background with stars, ship approaching. That's awesome.
And then we get off the ship.
Yeah, now
we get to business.
Now the real run starts.
So just to talk a little bit more about these matchups, Elm and Traviktox are from Group Gravity. Elm this is his second match. He has a win versus Metadog. Traviktox, he's 1-1, having beaten Metadog as well, but also a loss versus 2Cat. BFrobber and Behemoth are in Group Wave. Behemoth has 2 wins versus Kip and Emmett. BFrobber has lost to Cross Product. He's 1-1 with a win versus Emmett. So to give you an idea where everybody's at. This is still the group stage of the tournament. Top 2 in each group move on to the brackets.
Behemoth already starting sick with a 3:01 washball time. Really, really good.
Yeah, really rusty for him, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, this is the early game. This early game is free, basically. We're gonna see how it goes when the actual run starts. Gonna not do my usual randomizer reference and just assume that these items are exactly what they are supposed to be.
Well, Elminster, having played many of the A Link to the Past combination randomizers, hopefully isn't going to start looking for hookshot or ice rod or anything.
Yeah, if he starts to go into the direction of the criteria map station, hoping that he will end up in Hyrule, he might be a little bit confused of what he's racing right now. But we'll see about that. And now I've been waiting to say that all week. Behemoth here coming up on the climb is going to go for the traditional just defend climb method. Going up really quickly here with ledge grabs rather than the traditional right side wall jump climb that I think most of the other runners are going to go for. Yeah, there we go. Traviktox, Elminster, and BFrobber all going for the right side wall jumps. And Elminster showing us his usual peer PowerPoint power on his side of the stream. And Behemoth with an astonishing 442 bomb time.
Wow.
Alright.
Now He doesn't hold second place and any percent in first place in Hundo for nothing.
Yeah. Elminster and Traviktox both with really good sub-5 bomb times. BFrobber slightly behind with a 5:02. Still everyone's race at this point.
Very nice BT kill by Behemoth. Coming out with the optimal number of missiles. And if I'm not mistaken, he was actually one of the pioneers of the new route.
I'm pretty sure he was actually the very first one who ran it, back in his VC days. Oh, Elminster struggling a little bit there with the Alcatraz escape, getting it third try, losing a little bit of time there on Traviktox, who is still slightly behind, but now catching up.
Another interesting fact about Behemoth that makes that ledge grab climb so much more interesting. I do believe that he runs with speed on one of his shoulder buttons, losing the ability to do those ledge grabs with the shoulder button, so making it that much more difficult, that much more impressive that he can do that so well.
Yeah, I think he's probably I think it's angle. Yeah, he's using dash on angle down, so there are quite a few adjustments he needs to do for that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, right, no, sorry, it's item select, not dash, right. Yeah. Item select being quite an important button. Oh, and Behemoth here, not getting the optimal farm strat. Having to get back down for another gamer.
Yeah, since he has to save his energy to go into that early Fantoon, he missiles those space pirates instead of running right through them and deboosting through them.
It's alright, EOD, it's alright. You'll be fine.
Behemoth about to pick up his charge beam.
Pretty important item.
Yeah. Well, without charge beam, you're getting a lot more ammo. As those of us have not found charge beam in randomizers have found.
I've actually seen a lot of casual playthroughs that just don't understand how powerful charge beam is, as the only thing that can damage bosses like infinitely without using any supply.
Oh, no question. I know for years I spammed a whole lot of ammo on Ridley instead of using that charge beam.
Yeah. I've definitely gotten PMs where people complained about that Ridley takes like more than 100 energy and why this game is so shitty programmed. That's a thing you just gotta discover for yourself. But yeah, we are coming up on the big route deviations for the runners. We have Behemoth and Traviktox going up here at Tau, whereas Elminster surprisingly actually.
Oh, right. Going new route. This is great.
I didn't pay attention to his post Terminator strat, but yeah, he is great.
I didn't either.
Yeah, looks like we have ourselves a new route race here at the top.
I wasn't watching the weekly race. Did he go old route in the weekly?
He was not on stream for the old route.
Oh,
for the 80% stream.
Right.
So we have in fact 3 new route runs here, to my very enjoyment, and BFrobber here holding up the flag for all the old route runners out there. I know you appreciate that, so everyone who has old route in his heart, give BFrobber your energy because he will need it against Behemoth.
Well, I know when I play, I prefer old route, but when I watch, new route is really fun to watch. Of course, my old route includes a lot of extra pickups, as I'm still not quite ready to go 3E tanks.
Alright, we're coming up on a difficult, the first major roadblock when you learn new route for Behemoth, Elm, and Traviktox here, the moat. You can either go for a frame and 2-frame perfect trick that Behemoth is setting up here, the CWJ. He already got the frame perfect jump. Misses the 2-frame wall jump though. So it's probably going to set up for a DBJ now as a backup. Elminster also getting the frame perfect initial jump. Now Behemoth going for the DBJ backup. Looks like Traviktox is not even going to try the CWJ. Elm getting it first try. And
nice
now Traviktox and Behemoth both sitting on the DBJ, and Behemoth falling down once again. Same for Traviktox, so they will have to get out of the mode, giving their opponents some time to get some room here. If BFrobber can get this great quick kill, he will gain some time on Behemoth here. Oh, missing the super though. Yeah. But Behemoth falling down again, actually being the last one to make it over the moat. Traviktox now also over. Elminster already in the wrecked ship.
And there he goes with the
And Beefy, they're missing a super that... Oh, and missing another super, so we'll have to finish off with charge. And it's getting pretty low on health. Needs to watch out here.
When Kraid goes bad, it can really go bad. But there we go.
There you go. I mean, BFrobber is an expert on doing Kraid earlier than other runners. It's really his specialty.
Unfortunately, his ammo count is nil and none, as he was health bombed.
Yeah. Will take some time to be able to... actually might just not damage boost here in the pre-crate room and just get a guaranteed missile drop from one of the farming bugs. And then use those to get the drops from mini crate. Yeah, looks like that's what he's going to do. So gets those guaranteed... Oh, that guaranteed super drop even. Gets another missile. Yeah, that's not a bad choice to farm here.
Not at all.
Oh, and Behemoth needs to be really careful here. Sitting at 23 health. Elminster finished off the ghost. Behemoth getting it fast, getting a lot of health drops, so you should be fine now. Getting a clean 2-round. That was a really good Doppler. Traviktox here with a slow, setting up for another Doppler round.
BFrobber picking up the Kraid E-Tank. It's optional. Nice safety for him though.
Yeah.
And we have 2 Fantoons down. This Traviktox finishing out.
Yeah, should be the last round. Oh no! Shooting in one missile early, I think.
Oh no!
Enrages Fantoon and giving Elminster even more time to build a comfortable lead here. Oh, and even getting a hit there as he tries to farm the flames. That's 40 damage right there.
Very smartly doing a bunch of pseudo screws to try not to get hit again.
Oh, and Elm, realizing he's on 0 power bombs, farming one of the bolts here to be able to do the optimal attic strat. His power bomb count is really not great. He will want to farm the sizers to get a few extra power bombs just for the upcoming room strats that usually require at least 2 power bombs leaving the wrecked ship. You really honestly want more if you don't want to spend extra time farming in the pre-lava dive room, but we'll see about that, depending on how his drop RNG is.
Meanwhile, we have all 3 Fantoon fights down. BFrobber making his way over towards Bubble Mountain.
Alright, and Behemoth making it over in a comfortable 2 damage boost, same for Elm. Almost simultaneously here, sitting in the bowling cutscene. Really not bad.
And they can all take a little bit of a break.
Nice attic by Traviktox, not taking any damage, getting rid of the enemies quickly. As BFrobber is making his way up successfully, Bubble Mountain.
Very nicely dealing with King Cack there. So we'll pick up his speed booster. Meanwhile, Traviktox about to get to his bowling.
Yeah, also getting over in 2 hits, very nice. You really want to avoid taking that 3rd hit, that will just overcomplicate things. If you even have the health, if you don't have the health, then you're just dead, but that's another story.
Well, in some ways, the fact that these guys don't have high jump boots at that point makes it a little bit easier to go a little farther horizontally, makes it a little easier to not take that 3rd hit.
Yeah, I always thought that Neurod Vec chip looks so much cleaner without speed and high jump, because all the jumps just are just perfectly aligned with all the platforms there. The way bowling works out is also pretty clean. Oh, Elminster getting nommed on here, giving us a little preview on Vileplume RTA. As BFrobber is approaching one of the hardest rooms in the game, Double Chamber. Making it look easy though. Except for the gate, slightly trolling him, but there we go. Nice job.
Behemoth picking up his phaser beam. The new Outrunners will not be picking up plasma beam, so they want to grab phaser in order to have a little bit more firepower, especially for the Ridley and Mother Brain fight.
I mean, Spacer is a pretty cool beam after all. Let's be honest here. It makes your beam have more space, so like that's a pretty cool thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Elminster using his last power bomb here will not be able to use the strat that Behemoth is about to use in the pre-high jump boots room that requires 1 power bomb to kill off the Nova on the way out, but Elminster probably just rather gonna open the door with the Nova lock in before. And looks like Elm here is actually gonna go for a hybrid route. That's very interesting, killing Crate before Ridley.
A little bit safer, a little bit slower.
Yeah. That is very interesting. I'm not sure if we've seen hybrid route on in the tournament yet, but that's pretty cool.
Kip did it early on.
Huh, alright.
So we've seen it. Like I said, it's a little bit slower. If you're already going to do new route, you know, might as well go all the way. But
the benefit of hybrid route is really not as big as it is like in low percent, for example. Like the ammo alignment is really inconvenient if you don't do crate after low and warfare, but we'll see how that goes for Elm here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that at least gets rid of some of his ammo shortages. Behemoth just getting Ice Beam, and can now move on deeper into Norfair. Alright, BFrobber going for the hero shot. Looks like he missed it. Gonna go for a slightly slower backup here. Red Tower can be a really tricky area, especially with that hero shot. Oh, and Traviktox getting the ultimate. Nicely done.
Behemoth's going to go pick up his speed booster and his wave beam, and then he's off to lower Norfair.
Oh, and BFrobber also getting nommed on by one of the Vileplumes here. Sitting at a really good health though. Doing some really good job with his 3 tanks so far, keeping up some nice health management, and Behemoth with his always unique Bubble Mountain here. Very nice freezing strat there with the waivers. So now it looks like Traviktox is massively ahead, but keep in mind that Elm already did crate, which Traviktox will have to do later. However, when Traviktox does it, not only will he have speed booster, which will fasten up the entire area, but also will his ammo be much more lenient aligned. So usually after Lone Warfare, especially after Ridley, you don't have a lot of energy. So going into this early game area of crate, getting the refill with the mini crate is usually kind of nice, leaving on to the last boss, Dragon.
And Traviktox very nicely getting the mock ball out of the ice area. He'll head over to Bubble Mountain now. Meanwhile, BFrobber sparking across the moat. He'll head on to Fantoon now.
Yeah, let's hope we got a good Fantoon for BFrobber here. Probably gonna go for an X-Factor opening, I would think. Maybe he's just gonna commit for pure Dopplers, but I would imagine, especially with his power bomb count, seeing at least one X-Factor here in the fight. Maybe two, maybe he's gonna use hybrid strat. We'll see about that.
And we see an area that we only really ever see in New Route. In the normal game, route is the intended way to get up towards Speed Booster. And this lava would be rising instead of just already being there. To get from it's actually quicker with Gravity Suit to go from the Wave Beam in that direction, kind of almost a second forgotten highway, as we don't see that area in speedruns other than in this specific New Route situation.
Oh, and Behemoth getting the short charge there into the lava pit, doing an early crouch, which usually makes the lava spark a little bit harder since you want to crouch as you fall off the ledge. Went for a backup there that actually worked out with the morph and remorph into the Namihe flame. However, still slightly late on the spark, so had to go for a backup in the gravity jump, and that's where hybrid route really shines. Getting that, doing that lava dive if you don't get the lava spark, is the fact that during the entirety of that lava, doing that gravity jump, you have no heat protection, so you don't have a Varia suit, and you just take the full damage from the lava and the heat. So Behemoth only sitting at 134 energy right now. Really not what you want to have, especially after Fast Pillars now only sitting at 66. A lot that can go wrong in these upcoming rooms here.
Well, this is where in this route is one of those places where worst room in the game really does live up to its title. But he gets through it very nicely, making it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And BFrobber here should be almost done with his Fantoon fight. Looking at another mid here. Oh no, actually getting in unlikely slow. That's unfortunate, but gives him a little bit of time to farm more ammo. Probably gonna finish off with a Doppler here. Alright, let's see if Traviktox can get... Oh, looks like he's not even going for the Lava Spark. He's just starting off with Chronic Boost and immediately going for the Gravity Jump here.
Now, if you don't think you're going to get that spark, you might as well just go to the Gravity Jump. It's a pretty safe, doesn't take up that much more time.
Also, a slight difference you will notice here between Behemoth's and Traviktox screen is that Traviktox here de-equipped his Spazer and his Ice Beam, whereas Behemoth still has Spazer and Ice Beam equipped. The reason for that is that Traviktox is going to use X-Factor openings on Ridley, whereas Behemoth is going to pull through completely with just charge shots. Both strats are about equal. The X-Factor strats loses time due to having to farm more power bombs in pre-Ridley, but gains more time due to having a faster Ridley fight itself. So it's really just a preference thing, but nice to see that we got both of these strats covered here. Let's see, worst room in the game going well for Traviktox. Let's see, Elminster also not going for Lava Spark, just deciding to go for the Gravity Jump instantly, again utilizing the Varia suit that he already got. Gonna be saving himself a lot of energy over Traviktox.
And a reminder, Elminster is not that far behind if he's behind at all. He's already killed Kraid. Traviktox will still have to do that. Meanwhile, Behemoth's going to take 60 shots of the Charge Ice Wave Phaser combo. We'll see if he chooses to use any supers or if he'll just go for the full 60 shots.
Yeah, getting some interesting patterns here so far with a complete perma-pogo without doing any perma-pogo manip. So really easy to handle pattern here. Now swapping into swoops, already got all the supers off, so looking at a really clean fight here to finish this off.
To give you an idea, those supers do double damage, so in this case they're going to do 600 damage, whereas the charge combination is only going to do 300 damage. And there's a total of 18,000 hit points for Ridley to begin with.
It's a really nice fight for Behemoth. Elminster here struggling a little bit with Worstrom in the game again. Good thing that he has that extra energy from earlier. Can go for a second attempt even though he got hit by that golden pirate there. Still struggling here. We'll have to reload the room. Maybe not. No, he gets it very nicely.
Very nice with that last jump over the last space part.
Yeah, and BFrobber here coming up on Gravity soon. There we go. Traviktox opening up with that X Factor. The first one is relatively free, second one is okay. Third one is already starting to get into a little bit into RNG, but he's so far got 4 off, all fully connecting.
Nicely done. So
perfect opening from him here. Definitely saving some time on that fight. Great job. That's really what you're looking forward to.
Meanwhile, BFrobber leaving Rick's ship, he will head to Meridia next.
Yeah, sitting at pretty good health. 150 is really a comfortable amount heading into Meridia. Probably wants to farm the at least the frog in Red Tower. Maybe the Zealous. Doesn't really need to do that, but we'll see about that. Elminster with some really nice speed booster kill on the first Ninja Pirate here. Traviktox is finishing off Ridley. And Behemoth with a really nice little no-fair escape. That can be pretty clutch since you don't have Plasma Beam like BFrobber will at this point. Cannot just shoot through the pirates and just run through. You actually have to dodge them. And killing them is not an option either because that would just take ages.
Too many shots for that.
Yeah.
And Elm going into his Ridley fight.
Yeah, also utilizing fully charged shots. Traviktox is going to be the only one utilizing X Factor C on Ridley.
And Behemoth now going to make his way into Meridia for his last boss.
We'll kill Kraid first.
Always forget about Kraid.
Yeah, that happens if you do new route. There's going to be a run where you eventually just go straight to bot rune and then you realize, hey, why is my super count so low? Then you realize, oh wait, there was a boss I was supposed to do.
More than one person has gone to the G4 and not gotten that elevator and realized that they've forgotten something.
Yeah.
It does happen.
I'm almost done with Ridley here, as BFrobber is approaching bot rune. Hoping for a power bump drop, which is not too unrealistic from these crabs, and getting one on the last crab. Nicely done. He wouldn't technically need one. He only needs the one here for for Aqueduct, but he really wants the extra one just to get a clean X Factor opening on bot rune going, not having to utilize all his supers and ammo. Behemoth, of course, getting the quick kill.
Now he'll head to Meridia.
Yes.
As long as he doesn't forget. I'm allowed to forget. He's not allowed to forget. That'd be bad.
and here you can really see the difference in terms of ammo. Like, look at Elm. He's not going to have a lot of things to farm on his way to Meridia, and bot rune is the next thing he will come up on, so he needs a lot of supers. Whereas Behemoth, just being done with Kraid, getting the Kraid drops, and now also the mini Kraid drops, will sit at a comfortable 14 and 7 here, a lot more supers than Elminster has, so it's really not only the speed booster aspect of doing crate late, but also the fact of how ammo aligns here, since Behemoth will be at a more comfortable setup going into the Bottoon area.
Now Traviktox will make his way into his crate fight. While Elm is going through the escape.
BFrobber unfortunately not getting good drops. Will have to do a little bit of extra farming to get his super count up here. Oh, and BFrobber unfortunately goop sparking there right at the top. Not gonna get a halfie or full halfie. But that's also a good thing, because now he's sitting at a really good health to be able to fight Dragon. Very low risk of dying here. Behemoth with a really nice opening X Factor on bot here, and getting a really good pattern too, so good one.
Very nice one round.
And now we're starting to get a little bit more sync from Traviktox and Elminster here. Traviktox now doing his late crate, as Elminster is just going to approach Murdia right away. Probably will do some farming here in the gate area before Croc, I could imagine, just to get his super count up just a little bit. But we'll see about that. Oh, and Traviktox missing the crate quick kill, so we'll lose some time here.
He was meantime picking up the Bottoon E-Tank. He'll need that in order to do the Shine Spark strats on Dragon in just a second.
Yeah, and it's BFrobber with a really nice opening spark on Dragon, getting the X Factor in and the spark. Really showing us that Old Route does not need to hide from New Route at all.
Well, New Route may be in general faster, but it is so much more dangerous. To start out with, when you starting out with New Route, I just don't advise it. Get a good old route time and then switch over.
Getting a 0 chain damage kill on Dragon too, and Behemoth actually really close to BFrobber right now. Just doing his Dragon. And getting a beautiful 2 spark here, nicely done. Going for the spark suit. It looks like he's just going to stick with the blue suit. Going to go for a gravity jump out, and then he's done with all his bosses.
No reason for him to pick up space jump at this point. Also no reason for him to pick up plasma. The amount of time those take will not equal the amount of time you'd save using them.
Yeah, besides the fact that space jump is just a horrible item in general.
Well, you and I have had that conversation. I happen to like space jump, but apparently I'm one of the few.
Yeah, you're not in a lot of company there, I feel.
On the other hand, if I were to do New Route, I would follow what they're doing, because it is definitely faster overall.
Yeah.
Compared to picking it up. Most of the time, say your space jump will come in lower Norfair. By now, you've already done it.
Mm. And Elminster also with a really nice 1-round Bottoon here. Now, really showing that he is ahead of Traviktox, who is just entering Aqueducts. I keep messing with the names today.
We definitely have a race going between these two. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
And BFrobber smashing that fish with his Shine Spark. Great job. I really like that strat.
Well, as long as he doesn't do it to your fish, it's all good, right?
Yeah, yeah, basically that. Traviktox also getting the opening X Factor, and not quite getting the 1 round, kind of an unfortunate pattern, but will get a clean 2 round. As BFrobber is getting the item that no one else in this race is going to get, Plasma Beam, the strongest beam in the game. Alright, and now a really important part for Elm and Traviktox coming up, the Dragon fight. This is definitely going to be breaking or making the game for one of the two. If Elm has a really, really bad fight, then Traviktox can get into elite here that would not be easy to recover from Elm's side here, since they are at this point already done with all the bosses and only Turian is coming up.
And Traviktox with the happy.
Yeah, and Elminster does in fact miss the opening spark here. Not looking like a great start for him. We'll need to watch out here a little bit.
Behemoth, meanwhile, getting to his G4. He gets another little break here as he waits for the statue to turn gray and the elevator to appear.
And Elminster is done with his Dragon fight. Sitting at 137, should be good after drops. And Traviktox actually getting the good opening here. Even winning the lottery, getting an instant goo here. Let's see if he can get a 2 in blue. Nicely done. That was a perfect kill.
That's
really
gonna make
good.
Time. Not even gonna wait for the drop.
Oh yeah, can he get the double bomb jump all the way to the top? He can! No! Oh, yes he can! Alright.
Almost, but just barely.
Making up a ton of time on Elm here.
This is gonna be
now,
close.
only the Colosseum behind. We just got ourselves a really good race. Now Elm will need to work hard on that to not lose that lead he has here. But Traviktox definitely needs to stay hot on his heels. Behemoth here going for grouping strats in room 1, sitting at 3 supers right now, not entirely optimal. Still 3 supers after room 2.
What if you'll probably switch to missiles at some point here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Actually surprised he doesn't group them. But alright, 18. Alright, now he's looking a lot better, yeah. Yeah, no, this is 2 1v1s. Top left versus top right, bottom left versus bottom right.
And Behemoth with the full 2010 complement of ammo, so he should be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Traviktox getting dangerously close to Elm here. However, gotta mention Elm's ammo so far is slightly better. Now that Traviktox took a little bit of time to get 2 extra farms, it's definitely reasonable for both. Just a minor thing you might need to look out for, since this might in fact come down to some kind of Metroid drops where one runner will be able to just YOLO through and the other one might not be able to do so. Nice baby skip by Behemoth. Let's see if BFrobber can... Alright, looks like he's gonna go for the Lava Spark. That's pretty cool. Not faster in Ultra, but really swaggy. Oh, and gets the good spark. Nice! So BFrobber, as the Ultra Runner, is the only one out of the 4 players who gets the Lava Spark. So huge props to him for making this happen.
BFrobber. BFrobber is also the best tasser of the bunch, I would say. He's the one. He has this very nice RBMBO task that he made for all of us.
Yeah. BFrobber here made the officially best Super Metroid TAS of the year, if not of all time. So make sure to check that out. Go give all these runners a follow. But while you're on BFrobber's stream, check out some of his task work. It's absolutely amazing.
And speaking of RBMBO, I just wanted to mention real quick that Ponk here is going to actually be participating Midwest Speed Fest 5 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday morning. And he'll be doing a live RBMBO run. And as I've seen some people mention in chat, hopefully he doesn't go to Kraid or Crocomire early.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll try to stick to the boss order. Thanks.
But be sure to tune into that. If I know I'm going to get up early for that. So
yeah, if you happen to be awake at 5 a.m., it's a pretty good cost. So all right, so Elminster and Traviktox, 1 elevator transition away.
Behemoth making short work of Mother Brain 2.
Yeah.
60 total shots with his beam combo. Dodging that catch nicely.
I want to say he's going to go damage this for this Mother Brain fight. Really good job. No problems whatsoever. Really nice onion ring dodge there too. Oh, Traviktox, you're getting beautiful drops in room 1.
This could this race up top could come down to things like baby skip.
Oh yes. I definitely know that both Traviktox and Elminster are capable of doing baby skip and will go for it. But as we've seen multiple times already, it can very easily fail. So we'll see about this. Traviktox with a beautiful Linker deboost here into the side hopper room, only taking 10 damage here. Alright, let's see.
Here we go. One more.
And, oh no, slightly early on that last jump.
That's the worst, getting grabbed on that last jump.
Yeah, so if Traviktox gets this, this is going to be really, really close. So let's see about this. All the pressure on Traviktox right now. Looking good so far. Alright, one more jump, and he gets it! Very nicely done. So he can skip the refill, and now Traviktox is actually in the lead. This is an insane race going on right now.
Meanwhile, Beefy will only take 20 shots with his beam combo on his Ridley fight.
Yeah, making good use of that plasma beam. Alright, let's see how Zep Skip goes. BFrobber here, sorry, Traviktox here with first try Zep Skip. See if Elm can follow up. Also getting it first try. Oh, Traviktox almost soft blocking himself there. Got a lot of ammo eaten by turret shots there. As both runners finish up Mother Brain 1, Behemoth just finishing off Mother Brain 3, and BFrobber with a really nice Ridley kill. So now, on Traviktox and Elm's side, this is going to come down to who misses less charge shots. Again, we have 60 charge shots, and it's really easy to miss some of them by Mother Brain either dodging or just you not fully charging the spark enough. So those can be those few seconds that will make up the deal of this race. Also, shoutouts to BFrobber here, only going 4 tank, deciding to not pick up the Ridley E-tank, feeling comfortable with his 200 energy. Behemoth gonna go for his traditional Behemoth Spark. There you go, taking almost no setup time.
I love that the two things named after him are in the same room.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to swap the Behemoth climb to the Justifying climb, but I feel like I didn't quite catch on yet.
It's... We'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna see about that.
Yeah, I'm taking calling it ledge grabs, you know?
Yeah.
And Behemoth has done with an official SRL time of 43:24. GG.
Sick time. Really sick time. And as we're on that, Elminster actually surpassing Traviktox again in the Mother Brain 2 fight.
Wow.
Starting off his Rainbow Beam slightly earlier. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. This back and forth lead changes. But yeah, GG to Behemoth winning against BFrobber here. Gonna see BFrobber with a strong finish. And yeah, Traviktox roughly 5 seconds behind Elm right now. This is a sick race. Honestly, this can come down to cutscene RNG of Mother Brain 3 dying. In case you didn't know, there's RNG in how long it takes for Mother Brain to take the final step on the third phase and actually die, which can make a few seconds of a difference. So there's that. If you've ever been sweating about a race, it might come down to that.
And that that 43-24 from Behemoth puts him in 4th place again. So now he has tied for 1st, 4th, and 5th place overall on the leaderboard.
Yeah, Behemoth really showing why he's one of the best ever of all time. Looks like, even though this race is so close, we have some slight connection issues with Elm here. We are, of course, going to keep you updated on the progress as we are in the SRL room, so it can keep you up with the exact time. Traviktox actually pre-typing his .done, so that might make a difference here. Traviktox here with a really nice Mother Brain free. Not missing a lot of Hyper Beam shots. Yeah, that was a really good Mother Brain free. Got a medium death cutscene.
Oh wow, this is close.
Yeah.
We come down to the escape.
I can't really say who's ahead. Like, Elm is slightly ahead. By like 4 seconds, roughly?
Not even that.
Traviktox taking...
that.
Yeah, Traviktox taking a bonk there. Yeah, about 1 room between them right now. Let's see how the Leo room goes for both of them. So far pretty clean for Elm. Same for Traviktox.
Well, hopefully no one misses this next spark coming up.
Yeah, if one of them misses the spark, that's pretty much the lead change right there. Yeah, Elm getting the spark, playing it safe, not going for Behemoth spark. Same for Traviktox, right behind him. But yeah, looks like Elm is going to take this home. Getting a lot of steam there on the final sprint, but yeah, Elminster is indeed done, finishing 1st place here in the race Elminster vs Traviktox with a time of 47.06, improving his race PB by 52 seconds. And right behind him, Traviktox with a time of 47.12, 6 seconds behind Elminster, also improving his race PB by 1 second. So really strong race by both runners here, putting up an excellent job. Absolutely fantastic.
That's got to be one of the closest we've had.
Oh yeah, for sure. And let's not forget about our hero BFrobber here, holding out the old route flag, just approaching G4 at a 47.47. Looking at a solid mid-50 here in this race. Apparently it is the closest race that is not tied, so that is pretty cool.
Oh, wow. And BFrobber looking at what, maybe a 53 or so? That's pretty darn good too.
Yeah, probably looking at, yeah, like a mid-50 is definitely reasonable, like really, really good time. Putting up an excellent show. Like, it is not easy performing on such a level, being up against someone like Behemoth. And he's been pulling out all the strats, like, as I mentioned before, like, just that sick lava spark that he got that no other new round runner got. Just, like, really, really props to him. And looks like we have Elminster up on for a post-game interview. How are you doing, Elm? Alright.
Okay, I think we're having a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, it looks like we're having some technical issues. We'll be seeing if we can get that fixed in just a second. As BFrobber is finishing up Metroid Room 3. Currently at 27, we'll probably go for missiles on the last stream. And Oh, no, just using a super and it's still fine. Perfect. Getting all the super drops he needs there.
Oh, what a race that was.
Oh yeah, it certainly was a race. You were neck and neck the entire time. Traviktox was actually a few seconds ahead of you entering the Mother Brain room, but you caught up
Yeah.
all that time just on Mother Brain 2.
Well, and you were ahead up until you missed Baby Skip and he didn't.
Yeah.
And then you took the lead right back at Mother Brain 2. So wow.
It was really a constant lead change over the course of Turian was really impressive. Oh, and BFrobber also getting Baby Skip. Nice job.
Looks like El may be still having trouble.
Yeah.
Hello.
BFrobber here, pulling off all the strike strats.
Can you hear us, Elm?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been working on New Route there? We were expecting Old Route, and you surprised us there. That was pretty cool.
A couple weeks.
Did you practice it just for this race?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So one question I have: why? I mean, you're obviously like a pretty experienced runner. You have some experience with New Route. You have some experience with low percent specifically. Why Crate before Ridley?
I was not Warfare yet.
All right. I mean that various would definitely came in handy at some points. With the gravity jump at the lava dive, I think it took you 2 attempts for the worst room in the game. So
yeah,
that helped.
Sucks. Yeah, because like I've been running it a little bit, kind of on the down low, and I noticed worst room in the game is you.
But in the end, you got it.
Yeah. Do you have anything more to say, maybe to your opponent?
I don't know, GG, I guess. I knew that it was going to be tough because he's experienced with New Route, and he knows he can't beat me with Old Route, or is unlikely to. So I knew he was going to do New Route. I actually vetoed any percent against him in the multi-category tournament. Because of that. And like I know from racing him before that I can out execute him if I do the same route. So I just had to learn it.
Well, there you go. That's how strategy can come in even in an any percent tournament.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's 6 seconds. Oh my.
Yeah, that was the closest non-tied race we had in the entire tournament, so good job on that. It's really a blast to watch.
Yeah, I looked at the chat a little bit during Mother Brain, and I saw lead change, and I was just like, oh no, I really wish I hadn't missed Baby Skip then. Like, I was just like, oh, I was kind of greedy. This arc is probably okay. It'll probably work, and then I got grabbed, so that felt bad.
Well, it's good you were able to make it up in the end. Because yeah, those lead changes there, wow.
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty strong at doing a Mother Brain fight efficiently. I did miss a couple of shots myself. But I have a lot of experience in it from low percent, and I'm pretty good at dodging things. So I think that helped. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say.
Well,
GG.
Thanks for joining us for the post-game interview, and GG again.
Bye. Yeah, GG.
All right, so let's all enjoy our man BFrobber here, just finishing off his game with Mother Brain free. Again, make sure to follow the runners. I already told you something about every one of them, so absolutely no reason not to follow every single one of them. Again, specific shoutouts goes to my man Beefy here, the best tasser in the world, with the best tasses in the world. But yeah, just let's see him finishing up this escape here. really not easy to run against a size like Behemoth and still perform solid like that. That
No,
is,
it's a tough.
yeah, like
It's a tough group he's in, actually. To be honest,
Yeah.
that's a very tough group he's in.
Oh yeah, for sure. There are some really talented runners in there. But it's like that's the thing with randomized groups. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but it's really the excitement of like having these really cool matchups. We have one group specifically that's like really close together in PBs, and they were kind of hunting each other down with their PB grind. It's just a lot of fun to watch development like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And BFrobber with the Behemoth Spark. And about to finish here every second.
I thought maybe he'd save the animals for you, Punk.
No, it's all right. He has a strong run. He should get a strong finish, and there we go. Finishing second place after Behemoth with a 55-48. GG to BFrobber, finishing strong.
GG, Beefy.
And yeah, again, follow the runners. While we're finishing up, I actually don't have the schedule up. Do you have the schedule?
I have this. You know
what?
All
right, tell us about the remaining matches.
There is still more coming up today. At 7 o'clock Eastern time, we have Wuti versus Metroid Mist. And at 9 o'clock Eastern time, we have Brother Kyle versus Oh Dear. Also, in addition to that, we have another of the weekly races, which this week is any percent. And that'll be at 11 o'clock Eastern time. So be sure to tune in for all those.
So yeah, if you like any percent, this week is your week. There's a lot of it.
And then there will be several matches. Might as well call out the 3 matches tomorrow. Actually, there's one at 4 o'clock between Leodox and Galen. And then a 4-way race at 7 o'clock Eastern between Mr. Guy Average and EOD Text and Freya Spirit versus CFB. So plenty of Super Metroid coming up.
If you like Blad Split, I would check out that CFB match. I think that's pretty hot on that.
Yeah, he was the first to use that, wasn't he?
I'm not sure if he was the first one, but he's definitely a pioneer.
The first one I saw using it for sure.
Well, that might be true. But yeah, just waiting up on BFrobber to give him our respect with the traditional Deer Force, and then we're done. Tracy, it was a pleasure to commentate with you as usual. Always fun.
Always a pleasure, Ponk. Just as we let the credits run out on BFrobber's screen.
Yeah, thanks a lot to Speed Gaming for letting us host this, and yeah.
And thank you for all of you for watching. Thank you, chat, for chiming in.
Yeah, always glad when we can get these 4-player races going. A lot of viewers, a lot of cool action going on. Always something to look out for. It's always fun getting the community together.
And again, thank you to the runners for putting on quite a show.
Oh yeah. I'm still not sure. Oh wait, now I know what's up with BFrobber. That's a gift from Castlevania 4. That's just the chain whip swinging there. There you go. Now I got it. Finally. It took me way too long to realize what that effect is. But yeah, I finally figured it out.
That's okay. I just noticed it was there for the first time when you mentioned it. So.
Actually, not sure what we have coming up on Speed Gaming 5 after this.
Let me see.
Let's see really quick.
No.
Looks like
nothing
coming up.
So. 5, so.
Yeah, so there you go. Deer Force. No, it wasn't glitching. It was just a good Castlevania gift. But yeah, that's it for us. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next mission.
And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be.